Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. It is Tuesday, and wow, what a shocker today we had. What a big move down from yesterday's, or I should say last night and early this morning's sell-off in after hours, and then immediate recovery pretty much all day long, putting in this long bottoming tail. So does that mean the bottom is in? Well, if you look at this chart, you could probably come to the conclusion that there might be a temporary bottom in, and that we might be going up for several days. If you were to count how many days down this was, and we were to go up for a half or a third of that, and chop back up, you might come to that conclusion, especially when you see that the full stochastics is hooking back up, and I'm sorry, the full stochastics is hooking back up and the slow stochastics, but there is still no sign of the MACDs hooking back up. They're still going down. They're getting ready to cross the zero line here, and I don't think that that's the case of what's going to happen. We look up here at the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, which tells you that the bears are now in control, as it is still pointing down. The ADX line is hooking up, and the bears are still in control. You still see the negative DI line going up and the green positive DI line going down. This does not tell me that the bulls are going to have a multi-day or a week rally, or even even a week and a half or whatever. I don't think they're going to have a rally at all yet. I think we got more downside to come in the market. You can see the crossovers that we're already having with the 10, 20 day moving averages, and they're getting ready to cross over the 50-day moving average. So what I am looking for is for tomorrow is a pop up on this 60-minute chart. This is the king right now. This is what we're looking for. We are looking for this to come up here. I don't know how high, negative 5.0 or negative 2.5, or even if it makes it to zero. I really don't know. We are going to look for it to go up and get overbought, and that should be the top tomorrow. And this here on the full stochastics obviously will probably work its way all the way up to 80 and get ready to hook over, so you want to keep your eye on that. As for a level, I think we're going to get right around this 1300 level, anywhere between 1290 and 1300. So we could drop a little bit in the morning and turn and recover back up, and kind of do a B, C up. We did sell off some into the close, but I don't think that that's going to stick. I think that there's still a little bit of upside. It should be the first half of the day. I don't know when, so we just have to keep an eye on it. But that this green 50 EMA at 1298 right now is a prime target to be hit. So I am thinking somewhere around that 1300 level tops is all you're going to get out of it, and I'm not expecting no big move up like this. I'm expecting something either very small like this, or maybe a little bit like this. So I don't expect it to be a lot either way, and I do expect it to roll over. And if you were to count these waves, let's get a better look at this on the 30-minute chart. See the 30-minute chart, as you can see, it is moving up here, and it could roll over at any time. But what I think is going to happen with it is, I think the 15-minute will probably roll over in the morning to give us a B wave down, and then maybe a C wave up. Now, if it does continue straight on up though, and doesn't give you any back move at all, any dip at all, if it just keeps on going up, then you're just going to watch it hit this 1300 or 1298 level right here, and bang on it and see if it's able to get through. But I don't think it's going to be able to. I think it's going to roll over. But I kind of figured that maybe it would go down a little bit, kind of work its way down before it finally rolls over. It within the first half of the day, for sure. This here obviously could dip down and then work its way back up and go positive, maybe as high as +2 or +4. I don't know if it's going to get that high, but it's possible. So it is pretty oversold here at -6. As you can clearly see on the 15-minute chart, it looks like it wants to dip, especially after it's selling off into the close right there. So assuming we open around flattish or down a little bit or up a little bit, I think we'll just probably dip down a little bit, not too far, and then go back up until that 60 can get overbought. And once it peaks out somewhere in this range, I think that's the spot. You could draw a line right here as well. If you draw a line right here, bang, bang, and you skip this one because it doesn't hit this one. You just go to this one and this one. And where does that put you? That's put you right there in that same area, right there, around 1298. So that, you know, that 12. So 1295 to 1300 range is what I could see it hitting. And you know, either way, it's just going to be really based upon when this gets overbought, when this gets ready to curl over and work its way over. So you kind of have to look at that and see into the close. You know, the last, I would say, just guessing, by noon or 1 o'clock, I would say, maybe 2 o'clock at the latest. But I don't think that people are going to hold going into Thursday and Friday. People will probably just be bailing out after it gets up here in this 1300 range and seeing it failed. So it could get up there and kind of bang around on that area, but I do expect it to roll over into the close tomorrow and into Thursday. Now, if we are to count these waves, and let's see if we can count them on the 15. Let's count them on the 30 to be sure. I think that what we are looking at here is, I'm not sure what this here kind of count is right here. This might be something larger. I'm just going to focus on this right here. It looks like that you've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5. No, that can't be it. That's not, because that wouldn't make it, because that 3 is too short. Well, that's why I'm not an Elliottwave person, I guess. Well, this whole move could be a 3-wave if this sideways thing is a wave 2. And this is a wave 1. So if you got a wave 1, sideways for a wave 2. If this is a wave 3, it's only the start of a wave 3. Inside it, you should have more than, you know, this could be a wave 1 of the wave 3. And then here you're going to have your A, B, C up to make a wave 2 inside of this larger wave 3. And so once it goes up, then you have a 3 inside of a larger 3 right here. It's about the best guess that I can go from counting these, because there's so many interpretations with Elliottwave. That's why I don't you know, go with them, because you can change them at any time. But what I am looking for again is for the fake print of 123.03 on the SPY to be hit, which is about 12:30. About 12:30. That's what I'm looking for a temporary bottom before a significant bounce. And I think that will be by Thursday, if the way this thing is working out by Thursday. Either late tomorrow or into the close tomorrow. It could happen late, but I really kind of think it's going to lean towards Thursday, and then possibly calming down Friday and bouncing up Friday a little bit. And then I would say Monday we could have a bounce as well. And notice where 1230 is. It's right here on this lower part of this these lines here that forms a channel for the market to move in. And it's been right in the top part of this channel the entire time. I think it's going to go down here and hit the bottom part. That's about where that is. Of course, it could pierce it a little bit, but that's about where that 1230 is. Then we should obviously have a bounce. And how high, I don't know, but if it goes back up to the center portion of this channel, that would put it around 1300 again. And that would be basically a bounce on Friday and possibly Monday. Definitely Monday of next week, I think we should go up if we hit this target by this Thursday or Friday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday is when this woman talks about having her vision from God or from Jesus about something happening. She sees the numbers 22 and 23 in her vision, and she was right on the previous call. And I put her video here on the website, as you can see on the weekend post, but I'm re-putting it on here because I think it's important to go over it again and see what she's talking about. I think that this planet is Planet X, not a comet, Elena, or whatever you pronounce that. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's Planet X. Of course, I don't know the size of this thing, but Planet X or Nibiru. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Niberia. No, that's like Siberia. Nibiru, I believe is how it's pronounced. I don't know. Anyway, it's moving in planetary orbit. She shows that clearly. It's not moving in a comet fashion, which is much, much faster. So clearly it is definitely a planetary body. That's, all we can say for now. It is a planetary body. So in the other video here that I'm putting on the site in this post as well, this guy here talks about the suns that are over there, and you can see them here. I'll go full screen on this so you can see it, and just let you watch this here if I can get this to play. Let's see here. Well, maybe it won't play inside Camtasia. Sorry. Let's try that again. Okay, there it is. See the sun there? And that picture? And I thought this blew me away because I'd seen this before about the two suns. And that is some scary stuff. Look at that. A sun there and a sun there. This is the planetary body they're calling a comet that I believe that they are seeing over there in Egypt. And talks about this in the Bible, I believe, about two suns. And the media, mass media here, is not talking about it. They are ignoring it. I'm sorry, I got this cold that I can't even speak early, and my throat is sore. I don't know. Well, maybe they're killing me with chemtrails, spraying me here. But this is again some scary stuff. If I go back on that, you see that again from this perspective here. You see the sun there, up here, and he scrolls over here, and this is over here in Libya, and you see the other sun. That's some scary stuff. Anyway, this here video is on the website as well. This orbit that this is taking, I believe, is the orbit supposedly of Planet X that takes 22,000 or 26,000 years to make an orbit before it comes back. And the last time that happened was around the time of Noah's Ark. And of course we know what happened then. We had the floods rose, and they pretty much wiped out life except for Noah and his family, which were, I'm sure, helped by the aliens. Which again, I believe, for me, the aliens are the angels and the demons. The reptilian aliens that the Pope and George Bush and George Soros and Warren Buffett and Dick Cheney and Bill Gates and Bernanke and Obama, all these gangsters, the ones they're worshiping is what you'd call Satan. And that is pretty much a reptilian alien. They are also known as the Anunnaki. And they were the ones that were the Egyptian pharaohs and back in those time periods who gave the technology to build the pyramids to the people back then, so that they could lift those huge multi-ton rocks that we can't lift today. They just use anti-gravity devices that they obviously possessed with their ships. And so those were the third of the Galactic Alliance that broke away, that talks about in the Bible. A third of the angels broke away. The Galactic Alliance was a group of aliens that were assigned to watch over planet Earth and watch humanity as it grew. And a third of them came down here and took a server, mated with the women, and had giants, which they talk about in the Bible as the Nephilim. They were huge. I mean, they've got skeletons up to 36 feet tall. So all this stuff, folks, is real. It's real stuff. You've got the good aliens, which are the angels, which are called the Palladians, I believe. And then you have the bad ones, the reptilians, which come supposedly from the planet Draconia. Yeah, Dracula. So go figure. All this folklore stuff you think about is really makes sense when you think about it and you put the pieces together. So I leave you with this. I just simply think that we are going to have to work off this 60 again. And after it comes up here and comes up maybe to this 1300 level around the tops, that's about all I can see it doing. Then at that point, I think it's going to turn tail back down, and Thursday will be the big down day, and I think that will be the day that we break this line and head on down towards this 1230, which is the fake print that I'm looking for. 123.03 on the spot. So, okay, gang, that is it. Good luck, and I will see you all on the blog tomorrow.